50% off third and fourth guests on select Disney Cruise Line itineraries. We're going to tell you all about it on this breaking news edition of the Diz Unlimited's DCL show. Hello and welcome to the Diz Unlimited's DCL show. I'm Chris Forbeck, one of the agents with Dreams Unlimited Travel, and a bit of a breaking news edition here on the Diz Unlimited's DCL show because Disney has released a new discount. For a limited time, third and fourth guests can cruise for half price. How awesome is that? You can get all the details and even what itineraries are covered, what ships and what dates. It's on DCLfan.com. Chloe Fiera has pulled together all the details, but I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview in case you have some questions and some of the insights that we're seeing as we're booking these. Before I do that, I just love to let you know that this show, along with everything we do at the Diz Unlimited, DCL Fan, UO Fan, it's all brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. We're experts at helping you plan a magical Disney cruise, a visit to an amazing Disney theme park, your Universal adventure. Epic Universe. I know I keep mentioning it. It's just so awesome. And even other cruise lines. There's no additional cost to book with Dreams Unlimited Travel. None, not a penny. But we're going to give you insights about your Disney cruise or your Disney trip or your trip to Universal. This is what we do. And by booking your cruise with Dreams Unlimited Travel, you get a shipboard credit of up to $1,000, depending on the price of your cruise. Yeah, that's free money on board to spend, and it doesn't cost you a dime. How's that? Free money for nothing. Whew. And we're going to give you all sorts of insights. And by the way, if you booked with Dreams, the Dreams team has been digging through all of our reservations to see if we can save you money. And so we're already checking that. You don't have to do a thing. How awesome is that? I already saved a couple clients some money, so it's pretty cool. Best way to get started, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. So I mentioned the discount. Let me get into some of the details about the discount, and I'm going to tell you what it is before going into all the things that's not covered. So what it is the discount applies to itineraries between October 3rd, 2025 and March 30th, 2026. And essentially guests can book two full fare guests, and then you receive 50% off the third and fourth guests that are traveling in the same stateroom. This discount applies to specific itineraries on the Disney Magic, the Disney Wonder, sorry, no Alaska cruises, but the Disney Wonder, the Disney Dream out of Fort Lauderdale, the Disney Fantasy, and the Disney Wish. It does not apply to the Disney Treasure, nor to the Disney Destiny, which it will be a brand new ship by that point. So no shock there. Another thing that doesn't surprise us, this does not apply to concierge staterooms. So that's not included in the discount. And if you have 5 people in one stateroom, the discount would cover the third and fourth guests, not the fifth guest. So it's just the way that works. If you're already booked, not to worry. As I mentioned, we can apply the discount to the existing reservation. And if you booked with Dreams Unlimited Travel, I mentioned the Dreams team, they've been busy. You're trying to see where the discount applies, and we've been going through all these things to make sure that we get the discount. We want you to have the best price possible, right? And yes, even with the discount, you will still get the Dreams Unlimited Travel shipboard credit of up to $1,000, depending on the price of your cruise. So that's pretty cool. As I mentioned here, just to give you a sense of what we're seeing out there. So this is fairly limited. So it is specific dates. And as I said, on DCLfan.com, you can see all the dates for all the different ships and see whether your cruise or the cruise you're wanting to do is on that list. It's kind of nice because I actually had clients who were going to cruise later and then they weren't going to be able to do that, but they shifted their dates to earlier and managed to get the discount. They didn't save a bunch of money, but they got a different date which would have been a higher price at basically the same price that they were going to get it otherwise. So it's pretty nice. There's some things going on. So you definitely want to check in early if you want to do this and apply this. If you haven't. If you are saying, hey, this could be kind of cool, I'd like to do this, we're going to travel with 4 guests, so getting that 50% off would be kind of nice. DreamsUnlimitedTravel.com. Once you get into there, you just click on the ship you can see that Mickey's pointing to the ship. So click there, and then go through the process, and we'd love to get you set up. One last thing, we've seen other discounts that were only for kids. So you had an age limit on the third and fourth. This is not just for kids. This is for third and fourth guests, and it's 50% off the price. So it's pretty cool. I also wanted, because we're getting a lot of questions about late 2026, early 2027 itineraries. And a lot of people, a lot of agitato about why aren't these out yet? What is Disney waiting for? What is Disney waiting for? I have no idea. We do believe that Disney is going to fewer and longer itinerary dates. So there won't be as many of them, and the ones that they do release will cover more dates. And I don't think, personally, I don't think we're going to see this. Given that they just released a discount, I think it's going to be a little bit, probably a couple of weeks before we see the new ones roll out. So maybe mid-August, something like that. If you are thinking about late 2026 and early 2027, so my guess is what these will cover. They will certainly cover Halloween. They will cover Thanksgiving. They will cover Christmas. They will cover New Year. They will likely cover the spring break periods. So if you're looking at those dates for, again, 2026, early 2027, there's be ahead of the game, right? Think about when you would like to go. And there are some things that I'm pretty much guessing that the Wish is going to continue its 3 and 4 nights. Treasure is going to continue its 7 nights. The other ones I'm not sure. I'm not as sure about, but those two I'm pretty much sure. But look at what dates, what time frames you have available, and then think about where you would like to travel: Bahamas, Caribbean, West Coast. There could be a ship out of Galveston, so that may be a possibility. We'll see. We'll know more once they're released. Think about who is going to go. And once you get to the who, have all the names and dates of birth ready to go. And that will make things much easier. If you have sailed before, you have a Castaway Club number. You can get that through the Disney Cruise Line website, or if you're working with us, we can get that for you. So you will need that because Castaway Club members get to book earlier than the general public. So, and they release them essentially. You get to go Pearl, Platinum, Gold, Silver, and then they release them to the general public. So you will need that number in order to get that earlier booking window. If you have there's one other piece that you need. Where would you like to go? What ship you would like to go on? So, and if there's a specific ship or some. If you have a Dreams Unlimited travel agent, just send them an email. They'll put you on their list and let you know when things get released. When things get released, we'll be doing this and letting you know what's up in those itineraries. We will also have something on DCLFan.com letting you know that it's released. So, and if you have a Dreams agent, you can. They'll email you as well. If you do not have a Dreams agent, but you'd like to work with us, just send me a note, chrisv@dreamsunlimitedtravel.com, chrisv@dreamsunlimitedtravel.com, and we'll set you up with one and make sure they're looking out for you. So then you'll get the email right away, and they will get all those details, and so we'll be ready to go and get you cast away and make sure you have all the information that you need so you're ready to go when things do get released. So it's we're expecting those again fairly soon, is what we keep getting told. It's just soon always feels like it's in air quotes. For those of you listening, you can't see me doing air quotes, but I did. And then we'll be able to have. Once we know the details of these, we'll be able to figure out what works best for you. This is a busy time for us and for people. People can get very anxious. We're working as fast as we can to get all these booked. And I'll tell you, the Dreams team is awesome. We are always sharing information, like if I finish early with I have to call something in. Then I share that call, and so we get things done fairly quickly. So it's a fairly efficient process, but it's a lot going on. So So have some patience, and we're really working on it. So if you have any questions, of course, as always, you can read out. And by the way, if you have any questions or comments, I've created a new message system where you can come and check us. You can send us a message, and for show ideas, for questions, ideas about the show. If you have questions about this or anything else, you can just go to dclshow.com/message. It'll take you to a page where you can leave, I think it's up to 5-minute message. So leave us a message, and we'll get back to you. So with that, all sorts of stuff, again, more on dclfan.com. And as I always note, we'd love for you to book with Dreams Unlimited Travel. Literally, it helps allows us to do this. Best place to start, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Select Disney Cruise. The first page will ask your itinerary and then your cruise date. Second page, at the very top, there's a pull-down menu of all the Dreams agents. If you want to select a specific agent, you can do that. You also don't have to. They're all awesome. Really, really, really. And so then you can, we'll get started from there. If you want to reach me, Chris V at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Yes, there's a Chris at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com, but I'm Chris V at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. I'm also on social media, Yensid Travel, on most social media platforms, and I will be posting about the discount, about when things get released. I'll have that up, so you can find stuff there as well. At the Dreams Unlimited Travel page will have it, the Diz page and Diz Unlimited pages will all, social media will be posting things there as well. And of course that message, if you want to send me a message, dclshow.com/message. Questions, comments, ideas for shows. We got a great idea for the other day about talking about teens on ships. So we're gonna do that. So thank you all for joining us. A special thanks to our producer, Jimmy Valdez, who pulls this all together. Thank you for joining us. Really do appreciate it. Depending on what you're watching, hearing, listening, whatever you're doing, leave us a review, subscribe, thumbs up. It all helps with our algorithms and allows more people to get these podcasts and get these videos or whatever. I don't understand it fully, but they tell me it's true, so it really helps. And as always, if you have topics, the message, dclshow.com/message. You can also go to the DCL Fan Facebook page, whole bunch of people discussing Disney Cruise Line, or just send me an email, chrisv at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. With that, safe travels, and we'll see you real soon.